We have the NISMO Off-Road sticker. Alright guys, welcome back to our Wednesday truck extravaganza video.
Over the hump.
Over the hump. We're taking an off-road and we're just flying over the humps with our Wednesday videos. I'm Tom, this is Russell. If you are a subscriber, you'll know us already from our Friday videos, which we focus on cars on that video. But today, we're going to start talking about some cool off-road stuff.
That's right.
As well as some emissions related parts.
Yeah.
So let's just jump right in. The first item we have is this NISMO off-road sticker. This is what fits onto the bed of your pickup truck. Now, believe it or not, this sticker is VIN specific. They came in a couple of different colors. If you have a white pickup truck, this sticker is no good for you because it's a white decal. So you just have that red O sticking out. So before you start ordering these stickers, unless you just want to use it on your toolbox or the door to your garage,
yeah,
they are VIN specific. So hit us up with your VIN and we can tell you what is the correct part number to order.
Yep.
A lot of details for a simple sticker.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of them.
Yeah, and they're not cheap, so you don't want to make a mistake of ordering the wrong one.
Yeah, so if you want the specific color for your truck, hit us up, give us your VIN, we'll give you the right part numbers. NISMO off-road lights or auxiliary lights. Now, these lights are made by Rigid, but they are branded NISMO.
Mm-hmm.
These lights are no joke.
No, they're not.
And they include wiring, switches, hardware.
Brackets.
Yeah, and the covers, and how hard are the covers to get off?
They are, once they're on there really good. And when you're picking them off, you gotta be, I mean, I made the mistake of putting one on, or it got taken off or something, and I was trying to take it back off for shipping, and it was scaring me. I did not want to break it, because they are on there really good and tight.
So you won't have to worry about them flying off, or somebody just nabbing them real quick. They're probably easier to get off when they're mounted on a truck, I would think. Maybe. I don't know. But it's good that they stick, I guess. Yeah,
and these are LED lights, like you said, Russell. 8,600 lumens, which I tried to do a comparison online to see how bright that is. I don't want to say it's as bright as the sun, but don't look at these when they're on, whatever you do.
It's bright.
Let's see what else is going on with these lights. Oh, they're 6 inches round. Just all kinds of details. And it's all the specs are listed on our website, so check them out online.
Massive heat sinks on the back to keep these things cool. Like these are very well built, and if you know Rigid Lights, you know that they make quality lights. They're one of the more expensive brands on the market.
They're probably the best out there for
good
LED
reason.
lights.
Yeah. O2 sensor. We got a couple different O2 sensors here. We'll just lump them into one little deal and talk about them. No sense in splitting them up, but they're the Nissan O2 sensors are manufactured by Denso. It's quality product, specific for the vehicle. And then also the air fuel ratio sensor. Probably talk about all three of those at one time.
Yeah, because they do pretty much the same job. So these read your exhaust gases to see how much unburned oxygen is in your exhaust gas, and that constantly adjusts the air fuel ratio mixture to make sure the car's running its best for the current conditions. I wasn't sure about the air fuel ratio sensor, and I saw you did some homework there.
Yeah, I had to look it up because I knew that the O2 sensors and airflow sensors were very similar in what they did, but they did different readings. And I guess the air fuel ratio sensor has a higher level of sensitivity, which is going to help out with your fuel economy, lower emissions, things like that. So it's sort of an upgraded, if you want to consider it that, version of the O2 sensors. But most cars still have the air fuel ratio sensor and the O2 in tandem with each other.
I see.
So you got to be careful if you've got a sensor gone bad on your car that you get the right one, because if you don't, then you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, because some of these vehicles take up to 4 O2 sensors.
Yeah.
VIN specific, again, depends on California emissions, federal emissions, and a bunch of other stuff. So you want to make sure you get the right one. So hit us up with your VIN, as always.
Yeah. So let's put an end to those pesky check engine lights and runnability issues, things like that. And I've seen guys come in with four-wheel drive vehicles that they went off road or got to having some fun and ripped the wire out of it. So there's a lot of reasons why you could need to replace these, but O2 sensors go bad. They're going to go bad. They do.
It's not something that I don't think it's on the list of recommended replacement by mileage or age or something like that. But some symptoms. Hopefully you get a check engine light come on.
Right.
You can get surging, bucking on acceleration. And some people are like, oh, well, it still runs fine. But if you are running around with faulty O2 sensors, it can cause your cat converter to fail.
Yep.
And cats on an Xterra, $1,700. So, if you get a check engine light, get it read, see what it is. If it's an O2 sensor or air fuel ratio sensor, make sure you get it replaced pronto.
Yeah, so ignition coil. Moving on to the ignition coils, once again, another electronic part that'll cause you check engine lights, runnability issues, no start, things like that. Huge recommendation on these electronics, go OEM.
Yeah.
Please go OEM. If you cannot go OEM, say the part's discontinued, go with a quality brand like Bosch or Denso. Those are usually OEM manufacturers. And usually the parts are, you got a better chance of making it work.
Yeah, don't go cheap if you can help it. I've had so many people come in, they already spent the money on the part, installed it on the vehicle, and they still have the check engine light, and then they go to a mechanic, and the mechanic tells them, yeah, that part you just replaced is bad. And then I'm coming here. So if you can swing it, go with OEM. Yeah,
if the OEM part's $250 and the Amazon part's $25, should be a red flag.
Right.
Too good to be true. It'll fill that hole and plug that void, but you're still gonna have the same issue.
Right.
So that's about it for today. Hoping that we'll have a little bit more info on these fog lights. We are gonna install them on the truck we have here. So I'll get some photo and video. Hopefully we can talk about those. Maybe get some pictures of them blinding us, blowing our face skin off.
Just peeling.
Yes. So should be exciting. Thanks again if you're here. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, and we'll see you on Friday.
Yeah, and leave a comment.
Yeah.
And we'll see you Friday.
Later, guys. Bye.